Could it be? Could it be that we lose one of the best creative players in the league and replace him with one of the best creative players in the league? Also, from one Man City player who's about to become a former Man City player to another former Man City player who apparently is being chased by Liverpool in the summer. Sit back, relax, people. It's a Kop-Ish special. Some rival tears will be drunk during this as well. Sit back, relax. Let's get into it.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
The good work.
The two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gell. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Are you stuck in the past?
Are you always the victim in every possible scenario?
Do you have a false sense of superiority?
Do you constantly feel the need for comparison?
Do you feel the world revolves around you?
No, you do not have dementia. You are just an Arsenal fan. Survey shows that 5 out of 10 people suffer from this terrible condition, which is far more common than other problems like Barcelonitis and Chelsea fan syndrome. These sheer numbers allows them to win fan-voted awards, internet polls, Twitter arguments, etc. Anything but actual league or European titles. Those suffering from being Arsenal fans are susceptible to becoming internet trolls, mindless zombies, or even worse, Twitter tactical accounts. Sufferers of this condition also delusionally believe their team is the best around, even when they are literally in second place. Most times, they don't even realize they support a team that has not been the best in a domestic league in 20 years. It is this despair that led to the birth of the Emirates Cup, a competition of Arsenal, by Arsenal, and for Arsenal. Unfortunately, there is no cure for being an Arsenal fan just yet. Science is not that advanced at the moment. All the rest of us can really do is observe the symptoms from afar and shake heads in pity and or disbelief. Ignore an Arsenal fan today to protect your mental health and foster world peace. This message was brought to you by the Bureau of Imaginary Statistics.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't lied. Boom, boom. You ain't never lied. 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 What's that, nigga?
Welcome. What's good, everyone? What's good?
That's dark.
What's good?
So the Emirates Cup created by Arsenal for Arsenal. Oh man,
Cal, I promise you, the world feels restored back to normal, bro. Now the party could truly start, bro.
oh man.
Let's get the party started, brother. What's good, bro? What's good? Big up, everyone. Make sure you smash that like button on the way in.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh man. I wasn't expecting that, man. What a start. What a start. Oh man.
Oh man.
Lovely people. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Yeah. Winning Champions Leagues ain't for everyone, man. Winning it ain't for everyone. But hey, they can get the we beat Real Madrid award, innit? Big up.
100%.
Big up.
Big up. Cheers to Arsenal, man. The world feels normal again.
C'est de la merde.
C'est de la merde. I feel French today, my brother. I feel French.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu, oui. Où habites-tu? London? Je m'appelle Drifty. I'm trying to remember all of my French now. Hold on. Oh, should we just do the show in a French accent?
Nah, I got
so, Kalem, we have been linked with some players. Maybe we should get into it, eh? I feel French today, no? Don't you feel it? You feel in the air. I feel very français.
Hold on. I got some. Hold on, I got something.
Oh, fuck you, no. Oh, bloody
Arsenal
hell.
peut éviter. Peut éviter. Arsenal peut éviter.
And what does that mean? Arsenal was
Arsenal
shit.
could suck out. That's what that means.
Oh, shit. Oh, Google Translate's going to come in handy today, I'll tell you.
Oh, man.
Hold on.
Right.
I definitely need to know how you say waste man in French.
I got you. Décheteux. Décheteux. Décheteux.
Oh, my days.
Décheteux.
Oh, man.
Arsenal décheteux.
Unless we just want to call it straight. Hold on. Déchet. Déchet. That's just straight waste, man. Arsenal, déchet. Get in the mud.
Oh, man.
Fuck it all. Well, we're here to talk Liverpool. So no, we are here
Yeah.
to talk Liverpool. We don't know what to talk about the Arsenal. Yeah.
Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, this is brilliant. Sadiq, you legend. You legend, Sadiq. Oh, this is brilliant. Let me upload.
We got Sean. Sorry, bro. Sorry. I know that the subtitles thing ain't gonna know what we're doing now. It's gonna be confusing him.
Come on.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Second again, ole ole.
Décheteux. Crazy.
Hold on. We need to know what this means. Hold on, Uncle Rosie. Let me
Big up Uncle Rod's in the building. Guys,
spell
subscribe to
that
Uncle
for me
Rod's
quickly,
channel.
please, Cal, while I put it in Google.
Say again.
Spell it for me quickly. How you spell what you put in?
So QU''EST-CE.
Yeah.
QUE.
Yeah.
C''EST Arsenal.
What is it? Why is it not coming up with the right word? Hold on. Translation in English. There you go.
Shout out to Bruno.
It means what?
Demoiselle donner à nouveau. Bridesmaids again.
Hilarious. It is what it is.
It is what it is. But look, we could do this all evening. Liverpool Football Club have been linked with Kevin De Bruyne, the Manchester City midfielder, the Premier League legend, has been very vocal about wanting to stay at the top level and believes he can still play at the top level and is being released by Man City at the end of the season. Drift. Firstly, would you like Kevin De Bruyne at Liverpool Football Club? Oh, pimp in distress, you legend. You legend.
Would I like Kevin De Bruyne? All right, so let's get back to reality just for a second after having so much fun laughing at Arsenal. I love the idea of Kevin De Bruyne being a Liverpool player in fantasy. One of the best players to ever play in the league. Liverpool fan. He's a Liverpool fan. And I still think that he may have something to offer. We're talking about last 20 minutes, coming off of a bench, trying to change a game, etc., etc. In the fantasy world, it feels like it would be a great thing to do. In a realistic world, can Liverpool afford 250, 300 grand a week for a player who's going to be a 20 minutes at the end of games type of player? Because I don't believe that you can buy Kevin and make him a first team regular starter. There's got to be a reason why City aren't giving him a new deal. And I would be slightly worried he would come and do a Thiago. He'd be on big wages, and then it wouldn't actually be working out for us. I don't know how we would press. Like when he plays for Man City, they definitely look like they're a man down at times because he can't run anymore. Like, I think De Bruyne is cooked. I think his legs are gone. But if you want to ask me in a fantasy world where it's not about my owners being FSG and money being so tight and all of that kind of stuff, and you're just talking about him doing like a James Milner type thing and just playing his part in that kind of way, and we still go and do all our business and De Bruyne is a cherry on top, oh, bring it. Oh, bring it. I'm all here for that, Cal. If we still go and do a striker, a DM, a left back, we still go and do all that, and then De Bruyne is a sprinkle of you know what I mean, of sugar on top of that cake, oh, bring me that. But if Kevin comes in as some major signing and he has to be relied upon, no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. So that's just me being happy at the news, but also bringing my realistic views on the situation. So I don't know if you agree, disagree.
I'm so torn for this one because you know how much I rate Kevin as a player and how much I've always wanted him at Liverpool.
Mm.
And the thought of Liverpool winning number 21 with Kevin De Bruyne in the squad and Pep
Imagine
Guardiola,
if he hit the winner.
And Pep Guardiola finishing second to that Liverpool team and De Bruyne lifting that trophy for Liverpool. Oh, it's sweet. Hold on. Hold on. Tom Little's calling me one sec.
He knows we're live.
Tom?
Hello, Cal, mate.
You all right?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I can't help but notice that you're live on Kopish right now, talking about a transfer.
Bruv, it's not even... Drifty came up with the show idea. It's not even mine.
The case doesn't care whose show idea it was. It's never cared about that before. It doesn't care now. Now, this is Kevin De Bruyne we're talking about here. We want Kevin. We want Kevin.
So hold on. Am I not allowed to speak about this one then?
Obviously not, no. You know who you're allowed to speak on. Benjamin Sesko. Go talk about your Benjamin Sesko. But Kevin De Bruyne. No. We're not allowed to talk about Kevin. I just be thankful to me stepping in and not Jamie Phillips or Hassan. I spotted this before it could become a real big danger. I'm looking out for you. Even if, you abandon me as my lawyer, I'm still looking out.
I think Cal's getting shouted at by two people.
You didn't even say big up to me, Tom.
Well, no, because I've had to call you to save your life. I don't exactly big up someone to save their life, do I? I'd rather you didn't have to put me in this situation.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If Kevin De Bruyne comes to Liverpool, is he a snake?
Why would Kevin De Bruyne be a snake?
I'm just asking.
Kevin De Bruyne born in Manchester.
No, I'm just asking, bro. I'm just asking because he obviously would be going from one rival to another.
There's a big difference between Kevin and the rat who shall not be named.
I wasn't even mentioning the other person. I don't know.
Didn't mention him, but it was heavily implied.
Tom, I'm just here to ask the questions, bro.
The big difference is Kevin De Bruyne was being forced out of the club by Manchester City.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't comparing him to anyone. I'm just asking the question.
For your completely hypothetical question, it definitely doesn't have any relation to any events that have gone on.
No relations.
No, Kevin De Bruyne would not be a rat.
Okay, fair. That's all I needed.
And for that reason, you're not allowed to speak about him. So I hope that for the good of Liverpool, I'm not saying this for the good of you now, I'm saying for the good of Liverpool Football Club,
wow,
and the fact that Kevin De Bruyne feeding our attackers next year, refrain from comment, please. There's your
Wow.
lawyer, I'm about to refrain from comments.
Wow. Okay.
Big ups, everyone, though.
Wow.
Big
Cheers,
up,
Tom.
Tom.
Always a pleasure, bro.
I'll speak to you on Friday, mate. I hope I don't have to bring it up on Friday.
Nice.
Big up yourself.
Big up, brother.
So-
Take it easy.
All right, Cal, to just make the people happy, just call him number 17.
Honestly, all jokes aside, I see why everyone would want him. I just don't see us doing it, and I could understand why we don't do it.
What if we see it as a market opportunity?
Drift,
And
I'm
for
not
once, we
saying I'm against
actually-
it. I'm
Yeah,
not saying I'm
no,
against
I mean,
the
it's the
idea.
club. I mean, like the club. Imagine if the club do just go, oh, market opportunity.
How old is he now? 34.
No, you know what's crazy? I think he's actually 32. I think he's younger than we think he is.
No way. Kevin at least 34.
33. He's 33.
When's he 34?
During the summer.
Yeah, we ain't doing it.
So he's 34 years.
What is he on at the moment?
450.
So even if you were to half his salary, he becomes
Actually, he's on 20. He's on 21 million a year. We might as well just.
That's the value of Shirky, by the way. You do know that, yeah? Let me get this straight. You think Michael Edwards with his glasses and Richard Hughes with that Pierce Brosnan look are going to sit there in a meeting and go, yeah, let's give Kevin, 34-year-old Kevin, who's been riddled with injuries the last few years, let's go give him $225 a week. Yeah, we'll do that.
But
You reckon, yeah?
what if, and it's a massive what if, to stay at the top level after being on those wages for so long, De Bruyne was willing to actually come down to a very reasonable amount to just
What's
prolong
reasonable?
being at the top.
What's reasonable?
Somewhere between maybe like 180 to 200, maybe.
I'll ask you the question again, Drift. You must not have heard me, and this is for the people at the back again as well. He's 34 and has been riddled with injuries, and you're going to give him 200k a week.
Right,
Do you
want me
think
to give you a
Michael
little bit of
Edwards does
encouragement as to why he might do it? Do you want a little bit of encouragement?
Favoriete ploeg is Liverpool en mijn favoriete speler is Michael Owen en daar zou ik graag willen bij spelen.
Maar dat is dus voor laat.
Mijn favoriete ploeg is Liverpool en mijn favoriete speler is Michael Owen en daar zou ik graag willen bij spelen.
My favorite team is Liverpool, and my favorite player is Michael Owen.
Okay, do you think Michael Edwards operates on emotion?
No.
Michael Edwards would probably see that and spit at the screen and walk out the room, bro. He doesn't care about that stuff. He's cold. He's cold.
No, but I'm saying maybe he would take a pay cut to play his final stages of his career at his boyhood club and still be at the top level.
Drift,
He's been earning 21 million for 7 years or something. He's minted, bro.
Of course he's minted, bro, but he's not going to want to drop 300k from his salary, bro.
Why not? What, to still and then go to Saudi in a year or two's time and then earn it all back again?
Drift, I'm going to ask you this again. If Klopp was here, I'd be like, yeah, it's happening. I reckon it could happen. If Klopp was here, there's a reason. Edwards was going to sell Jordan or get rid of Jordan Henderson and replace him with Bruno Guimaraes and Enzo Fernandez. Hendo was our captain coming off one of his best seasons, bro. And these man said, we ain't giving him a new contract. I don't care what he's done. These man looked at Genie in the face and said, 70k. Yeah, go Roma with that 70k or PSG, bro. I don't care if you helped us in the Barcelona comeback. You think he's going to sit there with Kevin De Bruyne and go, 200, yeah?
Look, I hear you. I hear
All
you,
right,
bro.
then,
I
Kev.
hear you. I can't lie. I hear you.
All right, then, Kev, let's do it. Where's the pen and the paper?
All right. Let me spin this then. Let me spin this. What if the club saw it as an opportunity to make up for the Trent stuff by bringing in a player that, even if it's for the PR of it? No, real talk, bro, because you know how good we are at spinning PR.
Oh, well, you mean like when we put them lot on furlough and then who did we sign in the summer? Oh, that's right. Do you remember that? Yeah.
I'm just saying. But you remember what? Do you remember?
I can't believe I'm doing this to you. It's you. Wait, I don't know what's happened. I know you watched the Arsenal game. You did the watch log on Big Up. I know you're in. Like, you're very happy right now. But come on, bro. Come on, Drift, man.
No, look, I hear you, bro. What you're saying, I totally get what you're saying, bro. I'm just trying to look at it from different angles. I'm looking at it from the angle of the player might want the move. Like, all right, put yourself in his position for a second, right?
Pause.
You've just clocked club football, yeah? Leaving Man City. You did everything. You did Centurion, you did treble, you did 4-peat, you did everything. You clocked club football at Man City. And then you go and play for your boyhood club to wrap up your career. Would that not be the most perfect ride off into the sunset moment you could ever have, Cal?
This is exactly what Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes would say to Arne Slot if he even asked the question. We have trained you only had.
I mean,
I
hear that. I'm just like I said, bro. I'm just looking at it from a point of view of I don't believe that would be getting the player that we all remember, but it would be fun. It would be fun, we have to admit. And if it was a cherry on top, again, I repeat, the cherry on top, if we still gonna get Baleba, if we still gonna get Alvarez, if we still gonna get Kirkes.
Hold on, wait.
And then we put that cherry on top.
So hold on, what was that? I was 127 mil for Alvarez, another 95 mil.
No, because remember, we get 75 mil off for Nunes.
You get how much off for Nunes?
75 mil off for Nunes.
Oh, I didn't realize you'd become a bailiff and a loan shark, bro. I didn't realize. My bad. I didn't realize you had the power of coercion, bro. Because what makes you think that Atletico Madrid value Darwin Nunes at 75 million?
Well, Liverpool do.
Bro, I value my house at 2 million, bro. Do you reckon I'll get that? Do you reckon I'll get that? If I go if I go Zoopla right now, put a house for sale and say I want 200 mil, you reckon I get it? Yeah? You reckon I'll get it? Right off into the sunset. Right off into the sunset. We buy a mansion for Kopish, have a built-in studio based on the house I've just sold for 2 million. You reckon, yeah, Drew?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I reckon we could get Alvarez with Nunes and 40 mil.
You are smoking budge, bro. You're smoking the same stuff that Arteta smokes. Respectfully. Darwin Nunes is valued around 40 mil by Atletico, and that is even being generous to us.
Okay, so we give them Nunes and 60 mil then.
But they are not. You do realize Alvarez just got there, innit?
Yeah, but if they're getting a player to replace him.
He's had a good season, Drift. He just got there. He's got another 5 years left on his contract, bro. We have no negotiation
they want
power.
Their money back. So,
bro, we have no negotiation power here.
No, I know we don't. But I'm gonna live in this world because I believe we're gonna go big this summer. So I'm gonna live in this world. I think we're gonna get Alvarez. I don't know how. I think Liverpool are going to pull off Alvarez this summer.
But you said we'd get Isak a couple weeks ago. What's happened to you, bro? Like, seriously.
No, I said Isak is more realistic than I thought. I didn't say we will get him.
Jiff, what's happened to you? On the real, what's happened to you? I'm going to know.
Do you want to know what's happened to me?
Come on, guys. Come on.
Matt, Cal's asking what's happened to me. So I'll repeat what's happened to me.
Are you stuck in the past?
Are you always the victim in every possible scenario?
Do you have a false sense of superiority?
Do you constantly feel the need for comparison?
Do you feel the world revolves around you? No, you do not have dementia. You are just an Arsenal fan. Survey shows that 5 out of 10 people suffer from this terrible condition, which is far more common than other problems like Barcelonitis and the Chelsea fan syndrome. These sheer numbers allows them to win fan-voted awards, internet polls, Twitter arguments, etc. Anything but actual league or European titles. Those suffering from being Arsenal fans are susceptible to becoming internet trolls, mindless zombies, or even worse, Twitter tactical accounts. Sufferers of this condition also delusionally believe their team is the best around, even when they are literally in second place. Most times, they don't even realize they support a team that has not been the best in the domestic league in 20 years. It is this despair that led to the birth of the Emirates Cup, a competition of Arsenal, by Arsenal, and for Arsenal. Unfortunately, there is no cure for being an Arsenal fan just yet. Science is not that advanced at the moment. All the rest of us can really do is observe the symptoms from afar and shake heads in pity and or disbelief. Ignore an Arsenal fan today to protect your mental health and foster world peace. This message was brought to you by the Bureau of Imaginary Statistics.
Guys, bring your board, bring your shin pad.
No, man said mindless zombies.
That's why I'm so happy, Cal. I'm in a good mood, bro.
I'm gonna ask you guys a question. If I told you since the season 2020-21, this player has missed 16 games, then 11, then 4, then 36, and then this season 12, would you guys want to sign that player?
Who's the player though in question? We're talking about the headline is KDB.
No, those statistics do not read well at all.
They don't. All right, so
hold on, wait a minute, man. Wait. Sorry, Drift. Nah. Drift. Matt, wasn't there a couple weeks ago? Drift wanted to throw you off a building for suggesting to get Kevin De Bruyne.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
On some Suge Knight thing. Hold on.
Yeah. I was the one that said we should take him as a squad player.
No.
Shameless, Drift. That is shameless.
He wanted to throw you off the building.
Got him. This brother was calling me crazy. He said I'm a madman. He said, bro, we don't need an OAP's home run here. We're Liverpool Football Club. And I was like, but bro, what happens if he was just like a squad player? Like, remember when I said, like, give him a little 20 minutes? And look at it now. Full circle, you know.
No. But Matt, at the beginning, I did say, if we're being realistic, it's a bad signing and I don't want it. I still stand on that, same as I did before. But in a fantasy world where we get all of our main targets and he is just a sprinkling on top, then I'm all for it. So that's the angle I'm coming from now. I still believe it's a silly decision in real life. But I'm having fun today. Arsenal are out, Liverpool are champions. Let's party. But I'm just thinking, like, from a fantasy point of view, if we still get Alvarez, we still get Baleba, we still get Kirkes, we still get Hoyson, and then you just throw De Bruyne in as a cherry on top, I'm here for it, Matt. I'm 100%
all right,
here
well, here it is.
You know what I'm saying?
If we're let's say the link is very, very serious, right? You know how we operate. There's no way we're going to get Kevin De Bruyne big wages. So he would already know that he's going to get modest wages at Liverpool. He knows that. Look what Salah, Virgil had to do. They literally had to fight the club tooth and nail to get their big contracts. KDB's been on a big contract literally his whole Man City career. Yeah? There's no way Liverpool would offer him that at all. He will take a massive wage cut in it for that to even happen.
But don't you think he would for his boyhood club to stay at the top?
I think he would. And do you know why? Think of it a little bit like Suarez at Barcelona. Do you remember when was it Koeman rang him? Someone rang him and said, "You're done. Like, we don't need you. You're not good enough." And these times there, Suarez was kind of on the way out. What did Suarez go and do? Win a title with Atletico. And I think he might have been the top goal scorer in the league.
Did he take a pay cut to go to Atletico?
Yeah, he took a pay cut as well. And what I'm saying is this: I'm not saying Kevin De Bruyne is going to do that, but because I think Suarez played the majority of games. But what I'm saying about KDB is, let's say we did get KDB. Who's to say he can't be our super sub? Who's to say that we might not need him in the last 20 minutes of a game? We're trying to break a team down, or it's the Champions League. Now, I'll be real. We've seen the Champions League. Other than Arsenal, look, PSG have improved, Inter have improved, Barca have improved over the last couple of years. What is the harm in having a KDB
Holy shit,
in
Matt,
Liverpool?
Yeah. You are bang on the money. He took a pay cut down to 1.5 million a year to go Atletico. Raw.
And he had no emotional attachment to them either.
Wow. Hold on. I just need to know what his Barcelona wages were. Hold on.
I'm just saying.
No,
Wow, guys.
700.
He was on 15.6 mil a year at Barca, and he went to Atletico for 1.6 a year. So he dropped 14 million in his wages.
As much as we hate Suarez as a person, he was a born winner, and he wanted to prove people every time he stepped onto that pitch, I'm that guy.
Wow.
KDB, if you saw one of his interviews, even he was a bit like, yeah, Man City just that like they don't want me, so you know I've got to think about my future. How do we not know? Listen, if we could get 1 year out of KDB on modest wages, not only that, could he help Soboslai? Could he help Harvey Elliott in their decision making, things like that on the training ground? I get it. There's going to be games when the game will run past KDB, and he hasn't got the legs that he used to have, right? He can't cover ground anymore. But in the final third, decision making, split second, there's no harm in having a KDB in your squad, not as your main guy, but as a squad player. Tell me I'm wrong.
So what if the club did this to convince him? We'll give you 300 grand a week, but only if you play. So if you're injured, you don't.
You got to make a certain amount of appearances, like
like a pay as you play. So he could earn big wages, but his fitness would have to actually earn the money. So he couldn't do a Thiago
wage.
He couldn't do a Thiago and be injured for the majority of the time. It would have to be say we gave him a base wage of 110 grand, and then it was like, and if you play, you get the other 200 grand to make up to 300. So if you play, you actually get paid. But if you don't play, then you get a modest basic wage. I'm not gonna lie. After Matt is right, if Suarez would go from 15 mil to 1 mil a year to just stay at the top level and join a club to still play top level football, who's to say De Bruyne wouldn't do the same thing?
Hello, is this thing on? Hello.
No, you never know.
Is this
You
thing
never
on?
know.
Is this thing on?
Matt, no, Matt, it's true, isn't it, Matt? For me seeing there that Suarez went from 15 and a half to 1.5.
But Cal,
that's a dramatic.
All right, let me stop Cal right there.
KDB, but we have FSG.
Cal, wait a second. If this link is true, let's say it's true though, Cal. We have to be logical. If it's true, there's no way KDB is asking for stupid wages knowing our model. So you're bang on the money. But then it also works the other way around, Cal. There's no way Liverpool are even offering him a contract if we know it's not favorable to KDB and favorable to us more so. We're not going to give him that stupid 350, 400 grand a week.
You know what I'm going to say? I get cussed out from the Kopish community for saying I'm being unrealistic, I'm being silly. And now I'm being called a Debbie Downer.
No, Carl, what you're missing it though. You're actually missing it.
I'm not missing it.
You're missing it, bro. You're not under.
No, wait. Who here is Kevin De Bruyne's biggest fan out of all three of us?
You.
Yeah, you are.
How many years have I said I've wanted Kevin De Bruyne at Liverpool? I even went on a tirade and I've tried to get Man City relegated so we can get Kevin De Bruyne. I was the person who put content creators onto Man City cheating so that they could potentially get relegated and we get Kevin De Bruyne. I'm not saying this is what I want, but I'm telling you, this is FSG. They've been here since October 2010, guys. Do you know what it's like? It's like my missus coming up to me and saying, should we go out and spend frivolously today? I look at her and I go, you know me. We've been together 14 years. Go and get some Frosties out of the cupboard and let's sit down and get a Morley's if you're happy. What are we doing here, guys? You think I'm going to go and get Prada bags and Chanel bags?
You're missing the point. You're missing. But you're missing. You're missing the whole point.
No, but we said
what Cal's not understanding.
What's the 20th anniversary, Cal? When is it silver? What's the 20? You know
it's 20. It's just 20 years, bro, and that's what you.
Okay. So we said you won't get her a Birkin for the 20th celebration, no?
It's a bag, bro. No, it's a bag.
Man said it's a bag, so no,
it's
a bag.
It's a bag.
It means more. It means more.
Bro, it's a bag, bro. Can a Birkin I don't want to do this. Can a Birkin hold more than this? I don't think it can. So it's not practical. So I'm not gonna buy it.
No, but remember, this is for a woman, bro.
Yeah, okay, cool. But
she doesn't need to fit a lot in there, bro.
No, but it has to be practical. If I'm spending grand,
pause.
Yeah, big pause. But Cal, what you're not understanding is, for this to even be true, there has to be some realism in it, and the realism would be Kevin understands he would have to take a massive wage cut. Wage cut. If not, yeah, pay too many large But what I'm saying is, yeah, Kevin is only gonna go to Liverpool.
Sorry, £80,000 for a bag. This one's used. You're mad.
Oh, you didn't know how much Birkins were, bro.
Bro.
You didn't know how much Birkins were, bro.
No, I didn't know. That's why he was speaking that.
I'll be honest with you. If she asks me for that, I know she's cheating on me, bro. I know she's cheating on me.
Do you not
go ask your side man for that?
Your sugar daddy.
Go ask your sugar daddy for the bag.
Bro, do you
and
not
when
even
you bring
think...
it home, I'm gonna sell it when you're sleeping. How about
That's mad. Still, that's mad. Do you not even think though that Liverpool, if they're gonna go to KDB with an offer, they're not gonna break the wage structure? So for this link to even happen, that must mean the two parties must be aligning with one another. No, if this is true,
we must be noticing there's a gap in the market here. Like Matt, I honestly believe, like I'm not gonna lie, when we was talking about it before you jumped on, I looked it up and Kevin De Bruyne is on 21 million a year. That's outrageous.
Oh right, yeah. I'm not gonna lie,
he's on 21 million a year, bro. Yeah, but he's been on that money for 6 years. He's minted. To stay at the top, I believe he might take 180. Honestly, to stay at
that's
the top,
what I'm saying.
I believe he might take 180. I really do.
You know, Thiago could have left Bayern and went anywhere, and he chose Liverpool. Thiago was on them wages for start. I know.
29 years old. Bro.
I know. But what I'm saying is, KDB for him, if for this to be true, remember this if this is just like a rumor, then it makes sense. We know why it's not going to happen. But if this is creditable, you have to put the two together and think, well, if this is creditable, that must mean Liverpool feel like they can get him on a modest wage, because Liverpool, we're not breaking our wage structure for Kevin. Do you know what I'm saying?
You know, Virgil and Kevin are friends and neighbors as well.
Bruv, they're like not best friends, but they're very close though.
If Kevin De Bruyne comes to Liverpool Football Club, he's on 180, as you guys are saying, he'll be our third highest earner.
And it's Kevin De Bruyne.
For a year. That'll be all right for a year or two, isn't it?
For a year. Who's getting upset? Who's
Give
getting
him a
upset?
1 year with a 1 year extension.
Who's getting upset?
FSG's getting upset, bro.
But we wouldn't offer him the contract if that's the case, though, Cal. That's what you're not understanding. No, you're missing my whole point, though. You're missing my whole point, though.
I'm not. You're missing mine.
No, you're missing my point. Honestly.
Salah's our top earner.
Yeah.
Barely injured. Virgil, second top earner, barely injured.
Yeah.
When Trent goes, Robbo will be our third highest earner, barely injured. Alisson, who many people call injury prone, will be our fourth highest earner. Alisson's on 150, and then you got Chiesa, who will get shot in the summer, then Gravenberch, McAllister. Kevin De Bruyne, at 34 years old,
33. You got the age wrong.
34 when we sign him.
He's 33 though. We've got to call it facts.
All right, 33 currently, 34 when we sign him.
No, because when's his birthday?
No, he will be 34 in the summer.
No, when's his birthday though? When's his actual birthday?
It's the end of June, I think.
So if we sign him at the beginning of June, he's still 33.
He'll be because he can't sign before the 1st of July.
It'll be a pre-contract, bro.
Yeah.
He'll be 33. Am I lying? If we agree a deal right now, he's 33.
You do know a pre-contract means the contracts. That's just saying that you're going to start the contract at a given date.
Listen,
right?
bro, what I'm saying is right now he's 33. Yes, we know he's going to be 34. Yeah, I understand this. And I understand that we don't want some injury prone player at the club. We all get that. But there could be a world where
Big up, Mark. It really is.
man, them aren't willing to accept that KDB could do a madness for one season as a squad player, as an impact player, bro.
Matt,
but the parameters have to be right, though. I get it.
Shall I tell you why you're getting it wrong? Because you are acting like you have to convince myself, Drift, and everyone in the comments about the quality of Kevin De Bruyne and how brilliant it would be for him to sign for Liverpool.
I think you've forgotten, personally.
You have to convince I
don't need to convince them. They're already convinced. If this route, you're missing my whole point. If Drift, do you understand what I'm saying? If this rumor is true, why would FSG even contact Kevin De Bruyne? Why would they contact him?
There seems to be quite a lot of smoke to this fire, though. There does seem to be quite a lot of smoke to this fire. I can't lie.
Cal, anyhow we sign Kevin De Bruyne, you are finished. I swear to God, I'm gonna. Cal, I'm being. You see the Thiago thing? Because
I myself, I'll join in,
bro.
You're signing Kevin De Bruyne, I'll be over the moon, bro.
Bro, what I'm saying is this: yeah, if KDB 20 minutes like a game every now and again or whatever, yeah. Liverpool are not signing KDB on those high wages. Cal, that's where I fully agree with you. FSG are not breaking the bank for KDB, no matter how great he is, even at 30, 33, 34. But what I am saying is, for this rumor to even come out, that must mean FSG are willing to give him some low wage because we're not signing him on a big wage. So that's the only way it happens.
For this, you hear what you just said? For this rumor to come out, it must mean FSG.
But is it a rumor, though? Is it a rumor, though?
A rumor, exactly. But how many rumors do we see every day?
No, I'm telling you, this is the first I've. Is it like how strong are the rumors? Like who's it come from or who's spoken about? I don't know. He's pretty creditable. He's pretty creditable.
And then Davo Coop and apparently Fabrizio as well have like retweeted or spoke about it themselves as well. So I think there's quite a bit of fire behind this.
Let me ask you guys a question. Shout out to there's a lot of W's and Y's in this name. Do you think Kevin wants to come and sit on the bench?
No, but I think he would understand like his status. I think he would feel I can still give the club like something. I know I can't be a starter, but do you know what it is, Cal? I don't know Kevin De Bruyne, his mentality in terms of like how he feels right now, but I'm pretty sure he probably feels gutted that Man City is cutting him loose, right? And what I'm saying is, if he has that same mentality as Suarez, where Suarez went to Atletico and done a mad thing,
we know that. We know Kevin.
Yeah. We know he has that. Well, that's what I'm saying. You don't know. Maybe he just has that one. Remember, we're not talking about KDB for 2-3 seasons. We're talking one season. I genuinely feel like he would get offered a 1-year contract. Do you know that? Just to see if he can still do it in the Prem. And if he does, Cal, and he does like a little something off the bench in clutch games, or we need to break down the team or in the Champions League, you just never know. I'm not saying it's definitive, bruv.
Let me ask you this. Put yourself in Kevin's shoes and also answer without being Kevin. So put yourself in both scenarios. You're the only real person who's offering you money is Saudi. In terms of like you being able to continue on 21 mil or more for the year. So it's go there and get the same money, or it's half how much you get or maybe less, and you stay at the top level. Genuinely, what would you rather do if you was as ambitious and as driven as De Bruyne is? Remember, we're not talking about some idiot. We're talking about a very professional, driven winner.
Drift, I'm the wrong person to ask, bro. I've just held up a night bag saying I'd never buy a Birkin bag. So I'm
no,
not
but
really
surely you're still someone who will look at opportunities. But you're still someone who will look at opportunities for money and be like, think about it in that way, right?
If Liverpool approached me to play football today at my age with my knees, bro, I'm dropping everything. I'm dragging the family to Merseyside. I'm dragging you lot up there with me to cover games. We're making something happen. So I'm the wrong person to ask, bro.
If you was De Bruyne, then would you go sail off into the sunset at Saudi, or would you stay at the top level and earn half what you've been earning?
I'm going Liverpool, but I'm again.
But he's a fan like us, bro.
Guys, you're missing the whole point.
No, we understand your point. We're saying if the parameters align, the deal will happen. If the parameters align, and that's wages. It all comes down to financial. If we offer him a silly little, when I say silly, I'm not talking, but like a modest wage compared to what he was getting before, and he accepts, that's the only way I see the deal happen. That's me being real. I'm sticking to that point. But if he wants stupid money, like dumb money, then Liverpool won't even go into negotiations with him. That's the reality, bro.
That's my thing is,
yeah,
I can't even guarantee that Liverpool will even consider making this happen, let alone making it happen. Now, granted, you guys are throwing around 180k. That's literally Trent money. But he'd still get a signing on fee as well. We just have to give him that. And then
not necessarily, you know, maybe it will be something it'd be because, like I said, Matt, again, if you've been earning 21 and I know money's money, but if you've been earning 21 mil a year for 4, 5, 6, 7 years and you're minted to just stay at the top for 1 or 2 years, don't you think a lot of these professionals would be like, all right, it won't be about money. This move will actually just be about my legacy and finishing at the top rather than dwindling off
some
into
people,
the sunset.
some players are like
and
that.
Suarez, I'm so glad you just let me know that. Suarez let go of £14 million in wages to go Atletico and continue his career at the top. That's insane. I can't even believe he did that.
There's going to be other clubs. Don't get twisted. I've even heard, because I slipped my phone a minute ago. You got the other club in question from DiMaggio's article was Napoli, innit? And
who again can't offer more than we can.
Yeah, but again, like there's going to be European clubs that will obviously try and get him. Now, I'm not saying we're the favourites. I'm not saying that, you know, unless this rumor starts to really, really pick up traction, I don't see it happening. But what I am saying is this: if it becomes more creditable that an offer has been made, that would say to me, Liverpool feel like they can get Kevin De Bruyne on a modest wage. Because like you said, Cal, and this is where me and Drift agree with you, we're not signing him on some stupid wages. We just would never do that at his age and his injury. So no matter how great he is.
Sorry to cut you. Shout out to Luke Tanner. Oh, nice. The source isn't great. I'll leave it. No, it's all right. Big up Luke either way, though.
What was the news, though? Was it about Kevin?
It was about Kevin, but the source isn't
not the greatest. Fair play.
Look, I totally understand why Cal's being realistic, and I think deep down, me and Matt also know in a realistic conversation.
No, I don't.
A lot of what you're saying is true, but just thinking about it, trying to be like on a positive vibe, I believe someone like Kevin, who's achieved everything and he's minted, would prefer to stay at the top at his boyhood club and take a pay cut than to just go to a random league and then because apparently he actually said he really wants to live in England still as well. So I think that's another thing that's a massive positive.
World Cup is next year as well. Maybe he wants to.
Apparently he don't want to go to Italy or anywhere else. Apparently he wants to stay in England. He don't even have to move house if he comes to Liverpool. He can stay where he don't even have to move his family.
How would you guys feel if we signed him and then he went down with an injury for about 4 months?
Oh, I'd be livid, didn't it?
Obviously, we'd be devastated, bro. Obviously, because it's even though we're not expecting him to be available all season, we're still expecting something. Do you know what I mean? And it's more about moments with Kevin. It's more about we don't need you necessarily for a whole season, but we might need to call upon you in a moment in the game where we really need you. Do you know what I mean? And it was sad what happened to Thiago because Thiago, we kind of knew his body wasn't going to hold up for that much longer, and it got to a point where he just wasn't even available. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what deflated us, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So,
and this would all be predicated on the other injury-prone players being moved on. So we've only got the one. So unfortunately, it would mean Jota would have to go. Maybe Joey would have to go. You know, like a few of the players who we do love, but it's like, all right, we've got to maybe start getting rid of the players that are just always injured all the time.
Yeah.
And then I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to have one injury risk player. I think most clubs have got one guy in their squad that's a bit of an injury risk, right? So if we get money for the ones who already are injury prone, and then we just got that one guy.
This one's a big injury risk. Let's be honest. It's
I hear you.
I
do hear you on that. I do. But if we manage his minutes like Matt said, and we've got runners all around him, because that's another thing. City don't have runners around.
You've really changed your tune, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm in a good mood, Cal.
You've really
I was ready to kill me, you know, when I mentioned this before. You know.
I'm in a good mood.
I'm just not trying to bring the mood down. So do you know what I'm saying?
But, I was
right now, Drift. I would have talked to you for a second because Drift was like this the whole time. I said,
no,
Kevin.
and I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes in life you get longer to think about something. So if right now I said, Matt, you know that T-shirt you're wearing, I know it's got sentimental value, but I give you £100 for it. Initially you're gonna go, nah, you mad, bro. Nah, this means a lot to me. But tomorrow or the next day you might think, £100, you know, bro. That thing's changed, isn't it?
I get what you're saying, but it was your initial. That's what it
Shameless.
was. It's not like you even said, "Oh man, I don't know," but you literally were just like, "No, bruv, you're crazy. We ain't doing that. You're a man."
Well, I was kind of doing what Cal's doing now. I was like, you think we're going to pay all that money for a player who can only play 15 minutes? Remember, that was what I was saying.
You said he was washed, bro. I've never once said anything
No,
bad about Kevin.
his legs were gone. His legs are gone. I truly believe
so
his
mad.
legs
Can
are
someone go find out his average speed for the Premier League this season? I need someone to find that.
His
Do you
legs
remember
are
when
gone.
Do you remember when I said there's a
we're not
debate
gonna
that he's
deny
still
that,
faster than?
No, Matt. We're not going to deny his legs are gone.
Jerky.
We're not going to be bringing De Bruyne in for 90 minutes. His legs are gone.
No, Drift. No, I'm not saying that. No. He
chance.
can't do that. No, Drift. He can't do 90 minutes. What I'm saying is though, even though he can't do the endurance thing like run up and down all game like what he used to, like proper box to box. What I'm saying is, use it for 20 minutes. If he's still got decent top speed, I just think that he has. Even for 20 minutes, bro.
I think Kevin could easily play 60 minutes for Liverpool.
And do you want to know another thing? Maybe.
Well,
not back to back, though, Cal. If you play 60
miles
minutes
per
on
hour.
Wednesday, you can't play another 60 minutes on Saturday.
No,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to be very sparing.
One
And
game a
another
week for
thing is,
Kevin.
If we bought Kevin, it would be to replace the creativity we're losing with Trent, and then it would mean we're going to buy a proper DM. So not only would I be happy that we're getting a player who could potentially be good, it would also, because we're not going to bring Kevin in and then not buy a DM, because who's going to do the running?
I can't believe what I'm hearing there.
So if you go and get me Baleba and you get me Kevin, do you see where I'm going with this?
Can I ask you guys a genuine question? If the option was Kevin De Bruyne on a 1+1 contract, so one year plus one option,
but we can activate if he does well, basically.
Or you could get Shirky, but it's got to be one or the other. What would you do?
Shirky makes more sense.
I'll get Shirky.
Yeah. Shirky makes more sense. 100%.
Shirky makes way more sense.
Yeah, because we got to think about like Shirky can actually affect the game for 90 minutes and longer.
Sorry to cut you both. I'm not asking what makes more sense. I'm asking which would you guys do?
Oh,
I get Shirky. It would still
get
be
Shirky. Yeah.
It'd still be Shirky. Yeah.
Remember, this is off the premise of this is a opportunistic signing for Liverpool, and
that goes back to my question. What makes you think we would do that rather than go for someone else like another attacking midfielder?
Because I think Liverpool are about to put their balls on the table and show with the big boys, and I think it would be such a big slap in the face to Man City to bring him to Liverpool and win a title with their player that they didn't believe in anymore. And I think it would be glamorous. I know that we know how FSG operate, but it would be, from a PR point of view, a brilliant signing. Like people would forget the injury for a minute, and it'll be, oh my God, Liverpool have bought Kevin De Bruyne from City, rival to right. The whole PR spin would make people even forget Trent
on a free.
I don't really care about the PR
thing,
though, in the summer, everyone laughed about Arnie Slot, and we're the ones laughing now. So I don't care about the PR because rival fans.
I'm saying I think the club would like to do that, Cal. I think the club would be like, right, Trent's leaving. That was bad PR. We look bad. Hold on, we're rectifying it with some good PR. Here's a free signing of a great legend to come into Liverpool, big name. Rare, like it would be like club PR, innit? You know how the club are where they.
I remember this is a slot team, not a Klopp team. So like you see, like all the running. I know you still need to run in a slot team 100%, but KDB last 20 minutes, all you got to do is try and control the game, or just try to do a mad thing.
This one did too.
I mean, that's one way of looking at it, but
all right.
I'm saying, man, we're going too far, bro.
Let's move on topic. We probably won't spend too long on this either. We've been linked with him. Strike from Atletico Madrid. Played at Man City before. It's come out that he's got a release clause apparently for 127 million. Firstly, do you both think he's worth that? And secondly, do you think we'll try and trigger that?
No, he's not worth it, but nobody is anymore. So I kind of try not to let that ever cloud magic. Like nobody's worth the money anymore. Do you know what I mean? Money's gone stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, I
But-
don't think he's worth it either, man. He's not. But if you,
he's the
go on.
guy I want more than anyone in
Pause.
terms of striker. If we sign Daniel, pause. If we
Big
Alvarez, if
pause,
we
big
sign,
pause.
Well, pause. Yeah. That was a big pause. Even I was
that's
like,
got me
that's a
calling him
big
Danny
pause.
as well now.
Julian is the only man in one. The only man in one. Yay.
Hey, that's crazy.
50
All right,
says
why
very
Jiff gathers himself,
special, yeah.
I'm gonna say this: he's not worth 127 mil. But if the rumors are true that Atletico do want Nunes, obviously you use Nunes to take money off that deal, and you kind of go from there. You will never, in my opinion, see Liverpool. What's this?
Very special, yeah. Drifty says it's very special, yeah.
No.
Oh man.
No.
He loves Nunes, but Alvarez is the only man in one. Julian is the only man in one. Yay.
No, this is crazy.
You know, though, I told Cal, I'll tell you what I told Cal earlier, though, Matt. I know that Liverpool can't get no 70 mil for Nunes in Europe.
Check this out. Hear this one, man.
We know we can't get 70 mil for him in Europe. But in a negotiation with a team that actually wants the player, you can value him a lot higher than what market value is. So I believe we could knock 70 mil off that asking price with Nunes. So whatever they want, you take 70 mil off it and you give them Nunes.
No.
We don't believe you, Drifty.
No, Matt, tell me I'm lying, bro.
God, you're lying.
You don't believe the club could get 70 mil in a negotiation?
Not 70. I think it's 70 if he goes like Saudi. If it's Atletico,
remember, because what you lot got to remember is when you're getting a player that you want, money
Drift,
becomes less important. So they don't have to look for a replacement. They're getting a player that they want, that they like.
You.
It changes the parameter of the negotiation.
Here's what I'm going to say. We can get more than, this is what I genuinely think. We can definitely get more than 35. 100% we can. Julian Alvarez cost, I think it was 95 mil when Atletico bought him.
They paid 90
he was nowhere near even close to that. He was about 60 at that time, right? The most I think we can get for Darwin from Atletico, you're probably the best you can. We could probably get like the most is like 50 or something.
Jam, that's
Michael
a pause and a half, bro. Jeez.
Michael Edwards like tax kind of thing, innit? Like I think we could probably like that, probably 50 at best. That's at best. Do you know what I mean? But even if we get 50, that's still
like
good,
I said, when you know they always say one man's trash is another man's treasure, yeah. So just because we don't want Darwin, yeah, if they do, they value him. So
I know they do.
You can get more than what you think you can get from anyone else.
He's South American, which already means Diego Simeone wants him at the club.
And he will
that's a fact. Because I said it from about We're not getting 70. We're not getting 70. But I reckon
we're not gonna get 70. We're not gonna get 70 cash.
No, but
bro.
you're saying value.
We're getting a 70% discount.
Nah, we're not 70% discount. That's even what?
I mean, a 70 mil discount. Just gonna walk in the negotiation room like, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, homie. Man said it's not 70 mil you're paying. It's a 70 mil discount.
Bro. It's a 70 mil discount.
Man says 70% discount, you know?
No, 70 mil. 70 mil.
You said, you changed it.
Yeah.
All right, so hear this now. All jokes aside.
So we give them Darwin and 70 mil.
Drift, we're not getting, all right.
Boom.
No, but Drift, that's what they're two different markets, in my opinion. You've got the European and the Saudis. All jokes aside, yeah. The Saudis, I reckon we could get 70. That's not even a question. I think we can get 70, 75, yeah.
Yeah.
But for Darwin, all right, I'm gonna go off the premise that Atletico really want Darwin. I reckon we can push that to 50 at best. Because I do think Atletico, from what I've read, do rate him. But it's whether they're willing but it's whether they're willing to pay that. Not only that, what is he? Darwin is 24, 25. They might feel like that's the guy to kind of take over, not only from Alvarez, but when Griezmann, I know Griezmann's an extension, but obviously Griezmann, his numbers kind of even went down a bit as well. So you're looking at Darwin thinking he's the future. All jokes aside, the most I think we can get is 50 at best, though. I wouldn't go 70.
Remember, I'm
and even maybe I'm capping a bit, saying 50.
I'm also factoring in the fact that the reason why the value you might be able to get better value for the player as well is because it saves the hassle of any searching for replacement. Straight away, they're like, life is good. So we get money and we get the replacement.
Yeah.
Life is good. Do you get what I mean? So if you get him 70 mil and Nunes, because forget about the release clause. Let's more think about what they paid. So Matt, they paid 90 mil, right? For Alvarez.
Dude, don't look at H's comment, bro.
No. They paid 90 mil. They paid 90 mil for him, yeah. Let's forget about the release clause and let's think about the value of the player.
All right.
They paid 90 mil for him. So if they paid 90 mil for him and you give them 70 mil and Nunes, effectively you're only rating Nunes at 20 mil because you're giving them back 70 million of the money they spent on him. Are you telling me that they would not look at that as amazing business?
They're gonna want more. Because if they paid 90, and remember, Alvarez had a good season. He's got 27 in
he had
24
a great season,
so that means they're gonna value him even higher. Like, so we're talking.
So
like
let's go with your premise that you could get 45, 50 mil for Nunes. If you give them 70 mil plus a player worth 50 million, you're giving them 120. Why would they say no to that?
That's
you see what I'm saying? Why would they say no to that?
No, but that's a bit more feasible. That's more feasible.
Well, then I'm going on a realistic basis of you saying 45 to 50 max, plus you give them 70 cash. That works out to be around 115, 120 value. Why would they say no to that?
Again, this all comes down to how
because they want Nunes. We're not giving them trash.
No. It all comes down to how much they value Nunes. As much as we got Michael Edwards, who I think is one of the best negotiators, it's still going to come down to how much do Atletico value him at. Because let's say Carl's right and they only value him at like 35 mil. Then we're in problems because then we've got to find a lot more cash to get Alvarez. Remember, Alvarez was bought for 95, which means they're going to want more than the 95. He's only been there for a year. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gone rogue, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm trying to. I understand what you're saying, but I think the figures you're saying are too high, though. For Darwin.
I'll be real. If we bought McAllister for 35 mil, yeah. Do you think there's any way a team could come in for him a summer after his first season and go, we'll give you 40 mil for McAllister? What would we do?
It wouldn't be 40 mil if you're giving them a player in return.
All right, let's add another 20 on. You think we're selling McAllister for 55 mil a season later?
No,
but we might do it. We might do it if they were going to give us money and
what's Macca's
Stiller, or or something like that. Like, say it was going to be a player and money. Maybe you don't know.
Also, what makes us think Atletico even want to sell Alvarez? Because remember, the whole premise is 127 mil
on the premise that he would want to come to us, isn't it?
But the reason why 120, because that's his 127 mil is apparently the release clause. Atletico can't negotiate with clubs if we activate the release clause. But they could flat out just say no. The answer is no. And just hang up.
Of course they could. Yeah, of course they could.
He's doing very well for Atletico.
100%. But remember, this is only going off the premise that he even wants to leave. If he doesn't want to leave, then there's no deal to be had anyway. Do you know what I'm saying?
Of course, yeah.
But we're having this conversation on the premise of there's the reports or rumors that if Liverpool were to buy him, he would be.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I just wanted to cut you, bro. I just wanted to fact check something someone said in the chat. Big up, because I forgot who your name was. Atletico complete the signing of Julian Alvarez from Man City for 81.5 million. The deal will be an initial 64 mil up front and then the rest, which is 17.1, will be in add-ons across his deal. So they actually only pay 64 mil for him until the add-ons, till all the other stuff is triggered. There is nowhere in the world now seeing that, I don't believe even more, Nunes plus money gets him. They didn't even pay the amount we thought they paid.
So what? So how much have they initially
paid 64
like
mil
the Darwin
initially,
thing? So they paid 64. Is it 64?
64, and then the rest is add-ons.
Okay.
Come on, guys. So what you telling me? We offer Nunes plus money. We can't get that to run.
All right,
no?
hold on. But
I
it's
think
all
I'm
about.
sleepy for it.
But it's all about is
So he
all
wasn't
about-
even as expensive as we thought he was.
So let me work this out. We're gonna get
Hold on.
Belabor, KDB,
But Cal, I told you we're having a 300 plus mil summer, bro. I told you.
Alvarez. Who else is it? Drift. So Belabor, KDB, Alvarez. Who else is there?
Kirkes and Huijsen.
Kirkes, Huijsen.
See,
Anyone?
on transfer
Who else? There was
market-
someone else as well. I think you wanted.
No, that was it. Belabor, Alvarez, Kirkes, Huijsen.
Oh,
I'll be
De
so
Bruyne.
don't
real.
want to be too greedy now. Do you?
Drift, even if what you're saying is bang on because there's different reports, yeah. On transfer market, off that premise, he's 90 million euros. That's his market value.
That's his market value, yeah.
Right? If the release, that does sound kind of right when I think about it. And if his release clause is 127, I think we're going to find it hard to get him unless it's his release clause, you know. I'll be so real. They're going to want his release clause. In my opinion,
No,
they
but
would
Matt,
want-
that's where we use, if Nunes wants to go Atletico and they want Atletico, that's where you have the bargaining shit, right? Because you say, look, we'll give you 60 mil, which is almost what you paid for him. So you're almost getting all your money back. And we're throwing a player on top, so you don't need to worry about your replacement. Your player's right there, ready to go, 25, but like just ready to go. And we all know Nunes will do well in Spain. Love him or hate him, Nunes will do well in Spain.
Sorry, Drift, to cut you. Is this true? Did you want Hato as backup as well?
Yeah. I'll take Hato as cover.
We also need a right back. Who's your right
That
back?
wasn't a world where we got Kevin, though. That was a different world.
Oh, okay.
Just take one out of the 9 out.
And who do you want for right back as well, Drift? Sorry, we forgot the right back. So who do you want for right back?
I haven't thought about right back, to be honest. If we get Kevin and Alvarez, I'm rolling with Bradley and Joey.
Oh my gosh. Fries in the bag, no salt.
So
No.
you lot would not go with a non-right back signing to get Alvarez and De Bruyne.
And you don't
No,
think
I
we need a
wouldn't.
left back and you don't think we need a centre back, bro.
No. I'm talking about I'm just saying no right back. So we get Kirkes, we get Huijsen, we get all that.
absolutely
Only thing we don't do is a right back.
So
Absolutely.
you want
we've
us to
got
go into
Joey
the season
and we've
with Conor
got-
Bradley, who
We've got
picks up
Connor and Joey
injuries.
at the team, though.
Yeah, but Conor Bradley picks up injuries, and Joe Gomez is in what has been
Okay,
injured a lot.
and then in that random scenario, we play Curtis Jones at right back.
Oh my! I knew you were
No, we don't want to go there again, no, Drew. But we
Fully
don't
start.
need to.
fully son.
Where the
I
Squid
know he's
video
been on the
at?
stuff today.
Squid
I know
left.
he's been on the stuff today.
100.
Yeah, but this is under the rules of Beliebers in midfield, cleaning up. Alvarez is up front, linking play and banging in goals, and we've got our left back completely sorted now. Would it be that big of a deal for him
Yes,
to
it
go
would.
right back
Yes.
in an emergency in that scenario?
It would be
We
a
still
big of
need
a
a
deal.
right back, bro. Unfortunately.
So would you? So hold on. So to get a right back, would you like actually? And I'm gonna make it Isak to make it more emotional for you lot. No Isak, but we get a right back. Or
but
no
you're-
right back and we get Isak.
But what are the
No.
other signings, though?
It's the,
All
you-
of them. Kirkes, Huijsen, Baleba, Isak, but no right back.
You think we're getting all them signings?
No, I'm asking you, would you take
Brother,
no
if
right
we
back?
get Isak, I'll be so as much as I'm trying to be positive. If we get Isak, I think that's our
Exactly.
budget done. No.
Oh.
That's
Bro,
our budget
I'll
done
be
for 2
real.
years. That's our budget done for 2 years.
Listen, I think we will spend, but I just feel like we got to kind of like measure what we're really gonna do.
By the way,
And
Nunes
you know what
is
we
market
really
value
do?
is 50.
We always get
So-
bro. You know what's gonna happen? I can see it already, man. We're probably gonna get linked with Alvarez more so and Isak because this is what happens. We all get excited, and then
we'll
before
probably
you
end up
know
with
it, we're picking up Jonathan David on a free.
Or
Get
Sesko.
ready for it, bro.
Yeah,
or Sesko,
like-
bruv. You know what's so crazy? One of the Liverpool journalists has already said Liverpool were at that game. You know, Sesko scored a very good goal in the weekend against, I think it was Bayern.
Yeah.
Brother, I don't give a damn if he's scored from space.
And I'm
I
not gonna
don't
lie,
want Sesko, bro.
There's actually a lot of rumors going around that Atletico were the closest to signing Jonathan David for free as well.
Yeah, let them take him. They can have him, bro.
No, but I'm saying, does that mean that they're preparing for a departure up front?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably Sorloth. Like, probably one of them, man.
No, but don't diss Sorloth, though. You know, Sorloth has got 13 goals in.
No, that's what I'm saying, but it probably would
appearances.
be.
But yeah, but
Atletico
he's
not
older. Though.
actually
Sorloth is like 29, I think.
Another thing as well, there was rumors. I think it might have been TK in the chat who was saying that Alvarez didn't even want to live in England. That's why he left as well.
I mean, that could be true.
I mean, but if this is true, then I get it. We're just going off the premise that he wants to move to Liverpool. And is it? Do you think that?
Because I heard a lot of rumors that the only reason why City sold him and he left was because they needed it for PSR reasons. Like I heard, there's a lot of people saying that that's the only reason why they sold him. So, do you know what I mean?
If we get Sesko though, oh my lord.
No, it's Alvarez, bro. I'm manifesting. Trust me, I'm on it, you man. Forget about how we get it done. Julian Alvarez.
It better be Alvarez or Isak. I don't want no other striker. I'm done with the project striker thing. Like I need a bona fide striker that's just gonna guarantee me goals. Listen, Cal, I know you're not gonna like me saying this, but even Delap, as good as I think Delap is, Delap doesn't make me go, we're going mad, we're moving mad. Do you get me? It doesn't, like Delap is more, all right, in the future, we hope he can become this top player. He's just good in it. Delap's just good. I want someone exceptional.
I hear it, but you're gonna be disappointed then, Matt. We hit those super chats. I can't believe I've got to be the sensible one on this stream. This is crazy.
No. What I'm saying is different to what I think is going to happen, though. That's just what I want.
No one can't tell me I haven't matured as a person since January and the whole Kvaratskhelia situation.
All right, Cal, let me ask you this. If you can't get Isak or Alvarez, who's your next striker that you would go for?
If we can't get Isak or Alvarez?
Yeah, who would you go for?
The Lap.
Would you?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Is that the next one in like? Oh, you'd rather over Osherman over like you'd rather have the Lap?
No, because I don't think Osherman's realistic for us either.
No, he is, bro. He's only got a 60 release clause. That is realistic.
Maybe the
he's affordable.
Bad blood with Napoli maybe can get out, but
no, it's more about the salary stuff. I don't see us paying.
Well, you don't think he would come to Liverpool for like 200? No,
I don't think we'd give him 200.
No, I think we will. I think if we sell Nunes, whoever we buy, we'll give them a good wage.
Bro, Virgil van Dijk had to be the best centre back in the world for the last 6 years to get 200.
No, but that's only his age, Cal. If Van Dijk was 27, we'd have given that money years ago. It's only because of his age.
We bought him when he was 27, bro.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying if he was as good as he is now, but 27 again, Liverpool would have given him that money like that. It's only his age why I think we longed it out.
He was as good as that. We got him, bro.
No, we didn't know he was going to be this good when we bought. We knew he was good. We didn't know he was going to be the best ever.
This is his second
didn't know he was
contract.
going to be that good.
This is either his second or third contract in Liverpool, and he's just getting 220 now.
400 he's on now.
No, he's on 400 now.
Oh, isn't it 350? Sorry,
350. He's on about report. Yeah, 350, 400, something like that.
No, I heard he's on 4. I heard him and Mo both getting.
No, it's not 4. It's not 4.
I think he's on slightly less.
And Cal, I think he would have got a massive pay rise the last time if it wasn't for his knee injury. I think the knee injury is the only reason why his last contract wasn't as big as this now.
I think Delap's good, but I can't lie. If we get you know what it is? All right, Drift, you're not gonna want to hear this, but I'm gonna be as respectful as possible to what I'm about to say. Don't take
here comes
the
the disrespect. Go on.
It's gonna be mad disrespectful as well.
All right, watch this. Unfortunately for Darwin, yeah, he has set us back about 2-3 years. And when I say that, it's only because he didn't live up to the potential. If he lived up to the potential, we wouldn't be sitting here talking about a striker, would we? We'd all be sitting there going,
league winning goals at Brentford, you know.
No, bro, I know. All right. I know I knew he was gonna say something. That's not too bad. That's all right. I thought he was gonna say worse than that. So that's cool, innit? What I'm saying is, though, all jokes aside, yeah, with Darwin and the recruitment team, they got that wrong. We're never gonna get things perfect, are we? That's just factual. Like no signing, we're not gonna get all the signings perfect. It just so happens it just didn't work with Nunes, innit? It was unfortunate, right? The reason why we're sitting in one striker is because it set us back. Like the club obviously got the wrong profile of striker in. We need to get it right this time. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, I agree with that.
out of all the signings that we need this summer, the striker one we cannot mess about with, because if we go and get another project player striker and it doesn't work out again, it sets us back again, and then we're going again in how many years looking for another striker.
No, I fully
we can't
agree.
go through that again.
And you know what, Matt? That's the reason why I'm not like jumping around at the idea of Ekitike, for example, because it's a project. You're right.
Yeah.
That's
But
not
I
a
rate
guarantee.
Ekitike, but you've heard me say he's a development striker.
Sesko,
As good as he is.
Ekitike, these men are projects. None of these players would be guaranteed. You're right.
Yeah.
It would be all you hope and you pray that they do what you need them to do. So you're right. I agree 100%.
Big up the person in the chat.
I fully agree with everything you said, by the way, Matt. Fully agree.
Yeah.
The only difference is, and this is no shade at Klopp, using data and using how you perceive a player are two very different things. Like, we have to be real. The data method has worked for 90% of the players we brought in. It has. So if they go and get someone like an Ekitike, even a Sesko, I'm not sitting there saying we can't sit there and go and doubt it. But the reality is, whenever they've done things in terms of the transfers, that it's generally it's usually worked out.
But I would arguably say, you see, back then there was like a bigger pool of players. I don't know what it is. I feel like the pool of players who are available right now, it's a lot smaller. And us as fans, I know we still use stats and whatever, but I don't think we need that much data to kind of look at and go, that's not the striker we should be getting. Like, I don't know what it is, yeah. But you see, like Sesko, who I think Sesko is not like terrible. I just don't want him at Liverpool because I don't think he's good enough. I think Ekitike has potential. I think Delap has potential. I think
they're all strikers you'd sign as the second choice, though. I get.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how the club are going to do it. This is what's going to be one of the hardest signings of the summer, because I think all the other positions that we have to fill are a bit easier. There's a little bit more there, but you see the striker market. We got the person in the chat who said it. I think it was oh crap, who said it? Apologies, I don't know who said it, but someone, I forgot about Gyökeres. Gyökeres is very much between he's ready, but we're still not sure. And the reason why we're saying that is because PTSD, because of the Portuguese league. And I don't watch Portuguese league like that. So I can only see the goals that he's scoring highlights. I don't watch him like all of his games. So I don't know how good he really is.
He seems a bit clumsy and rough around the edges. That's why I'm not sure about Gyökeres. I'm really not.
But he's a tough one. He's like in between, like a gamble and ready-made, because you like the amount of goals that he's scoring. At some point, even if you think the league isn't that great, you could just maybe tell that he's still got an eye for goals, though. Like he's got the instincts of a top striker.
Remember, we can't do the hindsight thing. Isak was a massive gamble at 66 mil for Newcastle. You know, it was a massive gamble.
And he wasn't prolific. And he wasn't even a gunman.
He wasn't prolific at all in his career up until Newcastle bought him. It was a massive risk to pay 66 mil for him.
If you'd watch Isak, you could see he just needed to be a better team.
Just needed to be.
No, I'll be honest. I don't think anybody could have foreseen him being a 30-goal a season striker. No matter how good you thought he was, he didn't look like he was going to be a bagsman like that. Not a 30-goal a season striker.
I never said he'd be 30-goal a season, but I did say he'd do very well at Newcastle.
So,
all right, see out these supers. LFC Net, big up LFC Network. Congrats on 36K, guys. Drop the beat. We will do that. Big up to each and every one of you guys. Big up to Aaron Loftus, says Callum. Big up Aaron. Aaron's a Chelsea fan. My brother Ryan. He's trolling me on Sunday.
London could ruin Arsenal.
I'm gonna check it now.
Yeah.
If Tottenham and Chelsea win the 2 European
bro.
Curtain.
Oi. And if City win the FA Cup,
problems.
And you're telling me Arsenal's the only team that don't leave with something?
No, you missed it again, Drift. If Palace win the FA Cup as well.
Oh yeah, Palace.
Oh shit! London everywhere.
London ain't red.
Oh no! The parades, Cal. The parades. If Crystal Palace win the FA Cup, if Tottenham win the Europa League, I mean, I don't think Chelsea will parade, but
yeah, they will.
Tottenham and Palace will. Oh wow, London, Arsenal, crazy.
I've just been sent a DM as well.
And by the way, Kai, if we beat Arsenal at the weekend and then Newcastle beat them the following weekend, they might not even get top 4.
I know.
Another rumor apparently is Napoli want Nunes.
Yeah, makes sense.
That makes sense because I think he'll do well in Italy.
Yeah.
Shawnee S says Arteta said they were the best in the Champions League.
Yeah, me and Cal actually laughed for about a minute before we started.
Keep him there forever.
He said they're the best in the chat. What?
Matt, in his post-match interview after the game, he said, "We are the best team this year in the Champions League. We've just been unlucky." And Declan Rice started talking about injuries.
I love the guy.
Because apparently they only lost the first leg because of Partey. Did you see the stinker he threw up today? He was all over the place today, bro. All over the place. In fact,
Big up Ali for sending me the DM. Big up yourself, broski. I don't understand the delusion. It's a sickness, isn't it? They're sick.
It's a proper sickness.
They're actually sick, innit?
I should have known Arsenal going out when they did that Tifo.
You know, it's such a bad sickness, guys, that we should rename it the Walking Arsenal.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Man's got that WA, you know.
Sick, you know.
He's done what? Yeah. He's got WA.
Yeah, man's got that WA.
Oh,
what do they call them again? Day walkers.
Yeah. Yeah, day walkers. Bro, I can't believe a manager can like literally say you're the best team in the Champions League. But you got knocked out. Kind of like, don't get me wrong, Arsenal had a decent goal, but PSG just better.
I was gonna call Hooks tonight, but I won't.
Matt, we'll leave them to it.
Big up Hooks. I was on a show of Hooks today, you know. Hey, Hooks is gonna be seething.
Yeah, I was so close to calling, but I thought, let me not tonight. But I'm on a show with him tomorrow, so that's gonna be very fun.
You know that meme where the guy's crying and he's pulling the cover off and he's just crying and he's rolled over and the wife behind him thinking, "What's wrong?"
What's he
every
thinking
Arsenal fan tonight.
Yeah, facts.
What's he thinking about?
Don't touch me.
That Saka chance.
He's like, baby, don't touch me.
Hey, the Saka.
This
is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Bro.
Crazy.
Star boy.
And I will say in Arsenal's defense, it weren't a penalty for me. I think that was.
But they missed it, so they can't even use that.
No, it wasn't a penalty. It wasn't
they
a penalty.
missed the penalty, so they can't even use that.
But yeah, the penalty got saved. Did it actually?
That was the worst penalty I've ever seen in my life.
Was it saved? I didn't actually see the penalty. I knew put it.
No, it wasn't saved. Vitinha just shit.
Oh,
yeah, it's
crap.
rubbish penalty.
So justice then, they can't use that as an excuse.
They can't use it as an excuse, bro.
So they can't use that as an excuse then. The penalty was missed.
No, they can't.
Hakimi slotted, bro. I remember when I got cussed out for saying Hakimi could talk to Trent, but cool. Mantis Troop said
we're doing these now, yeah. I hear it.
Not if Arsenal win the Champions League, no one will give a F about Liverpool. Trust gents, I've been vocal in his blood clot channel, Guard of Honor. Big up Mantis. Lit Vibe says KDB versus Sobo, just give him the contract and cook. Tell FSG. Liam says, what if the club's apology to slot for Trent? They don't do apologies. John W. Henry get in front of a camera. That would be the apology.
Yeah.
Wait. H says the Britney in 2025 fries are getting soggy, man. Shy Guy says Arteta saying they are the best team in the Champions League. Delusional facts.
He's got a serious illness, you know.
Big up David says I would take KDB for a year or two because we are going to lose the creativity when Trent goes. I hear it. Mr. Whoopsie says KDB and Endo square up at training and hug. That would be jokes still. DCC says, where's Lee? Big ups from LA. Yep, he will get smoke as well. Mrs. Sinclair says, big up Kopish. It's my birthday. Big up. Thank you, PSG. Learners season ended inside 30 minutes. You guys are a blessing. Vibe family outside the family. My best vibing video was FSG selling out with music. Talk of boat parties, mink coats, man. Yeah, I remember that show.
Big up, Mr. Sinclair.
I remember that show. Hey, Drift, we got fam.
Yeah, I remember that show.
We got, bro.
No, big up to Mr. Sinclair, and also for our 36,000 subscribers. This is for you, Mr. Sinclair, and for the Kopish community. I don't know how he has that balance.
I don't know, bro.
Genie Houdini says, why does the club always play hardball with our best players? Kanai is a top defender and he might leave on a free in the years.
I don't want to talk about Kanai.
Yeah,
I saw
we
a
will have
report
to
today
speak
and it
about
upset
that.
me.
Big up, Genie. Big up to our brother Troy M.
All right, big up Troy, man.
Guys, if you received one of the memberships from Troy, make sure you give him a thank you. Big up yourself,
Trust
Troy.
me.
Mackin says, do we get a DM if KDB joins? Do we still need a DM? Well, I don't think KDB joins, but yes, we do need a DM. Absolutely do.
Do you know, I'm worried in the DM department, though, Cal. I think the club are going to use Besetic as the new DM, you know.
Maybe the data team knows best, isn't it?
Hmm?
Maybe the data team knows best.
Anything you want to say about Besetic if he's the new DM?
I will say, sorry, yeah, the clip celebration video, I'm going to get rid of Trent. I know when.
Yeah, we'll get rid of that. That'll change for the new season. That'll change. That'll change. Don't worry about that. We'll get
in the new season because I'm not looking for people to crash out on me.
Yeah, that's kind of true, actually. Yeah,
what you were saying? Hey! Just letting you know, numbers are blocked, bruv.
No way. I'm calling him now. No, we're not. Lee, don't do that. Don't be disrespectful. We're still brethren, man.
Ring off his phone, bro. Ring off his phone.
Now. That's not that. I don't know. No. Lee, you can't
ring
do
off
that,
his
man.
phone. How dare he?
No, you can't do that, bro. Hold on.
Don't go anywhere. The red guy 8 says, ain't no one telling me that Donnarumma is a bum of a keeper, even though you knocked us out. Thank you for saving football tonight. I remember when I got cussed out for saying Donnarumma ain't too bad either.
Call him on WhatsApp.
Do you know, this whole time I didn't realize I wasn't still on. I am actually buzzing with excitement today. I was talking and didn't even realize I can't see myself. I'm an idiot tonight.
Lee ain't gonna pick up, you know. No way.
Not gonna pick up, bro.
No, we'll have a conversation.
What was it that was just said?
Need to make sure he's okay as well.
Because I was trying to say something about the last super chat. Can you remember what the last super chat said?
If we sign a DM,
bro, he's actually blocked me. I'm not when I go to call him normal.
Nah,
I swear to you. Look. He's actually blocked me. Look.
To the EE voicemail.
Just go straight to voicemail.
Wow.
Lee, is this what we're doing? I thought we was brethren, though.
Forwarded you,
know? Bro, actually gonna check up on man as well, you know.
That's
because you say the sickness is a serious thing. I want to make sure man's all right, you know.
He's got that WA. He's had it for decades.
Lee, I don't think you understand, no, bro. Your manager said you're all sick, so I wanted to make sure that you're all right.
Bro.
You know them ones, they're checking in, man.
Stay humble, eh?
Stay humble, eh?
Second again, ole ole.
Oh man.
Second again, ole ole. And you know what? If you don't want the 3 in a row, if you don't want that 3-peat, you better fix the fuck up because you're about to lose that as well.
No, they wouldn't do that. Not after they cast Spurs in that Leicester winning season. They would finish third in the 2-horse race, bro. No,
if they finish third in the 2-horse race, Cal, and if they let City finish above them and collect the trophy, oh no.
Gonna be a dark summer.
Second again, ole ole.
The trophies again, ole ole. Mrs. Sinclair says, question, guys, what's your big summer? Mine involves Isak plus whoever. Money, no excuses. 3 windows, 1 spaghetti. Everyone- Everyone's talking about Trent. How many players left for free last 5 years? Canate next. Congrats on 36k. Big summer for me would be Isak or Alvarez, and then a bunch of other players. I agree. Us losing players on a free has become a very, very big thing,
Bruv.
which is what worries me about the Canate situation.
I'll quickly say it now. I saw a report, and again, it was from Spain, it's from Marca, and the plan is to get Ibu on a free this year and Saliba on a free next year. And I can't lie to you, as much as I want to believe that it's a rumor, I kind of feel like it's like they're going to try and do that.
That's Real Madrid's model now, isn't it?
Rudiger has just come off a meniscus injury. He just had surgery, so he'll be a bit iffy next season. Militao's had 2 ACLs. Alaba broke down
3
just
ACLs.
recently. Yep, Alaba's just broken down again recently. Again, that's all their centre backs. Bro, I can't lie to you. I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm going to have to say it. If Ibu doesn't sign by July, we're going to have to sell him, You can't lose him
Say
for
that
free.
for another show.
No, that's what I think we will do. I
can't believe that though, man.
Yeah, let's save that for another show.
By the way, guys, was you lot on the stream yesterday when somebody, I think it might have been Jay, big up Jay, when he mentioned what some of the talk is about what's happened with Chiesa? Was you lot there when we were talking about it yesterday?
Yeah. What we talking about?
The rumors that he's
suffers
actually
from
had some kind of like insomnia condition where he
Insomnia
hasn't
too.
been able to sleep and he hasn't been able to rest, so he's always feeling fatigued. Apparently, there's some rumor, Cal, that like Chiesa's suffering with, and in the physio, when you pass your physio, obviously it doesn't know mental in it, and apparently he's got some kind of condition where he can't sleep. He's got like insomnia or something like that, and apparently that's why he's tired all the time and he's been struggling this season.
That's
So
an easy fix, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
to
don't
watch
know.
Arsenal games. It's an easy fix. Khalid, check out the stats for Ishmael Saberi, goal scoring midfielder. He played for PSV. He's got 9 goals in the league this season. Big up yourself, Khalid. Ayula says phase 6 Arteta doing long throws, prime Stokes. They're a spicy Stoke.
Did you lot see that today? How they've actually now got this whole new
Thomas Partey long
look,
throw.
look, what's his name? What's that? What's the set piece coach's name?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Delap. Thomas Delap.
Yeah. You
Thomas Delap. Yeah. No, what's his name?
I don't know his name.
For the sake of conversation, we're going to call him Facio. What you need to understand, Facio, is that you need to stop concentrating on attacking when it comes to set pieces. Because, everybody was like, "Ooh, you know what I mean? These set pieces seem cool. You're under the limelight. You're all up there. You're at the front. You're all thinking you're bigger." Where, big man, you've got the worst defensive record from set pieces in the whole fucking league. There are 20 teams in the league, and you've got the worst defensive from corners and free kicks record in the league. Big man, stop worrying about how you score them and start stopping them from going in. Yeah. Second again, ole ole.
Alex says, just join Cal. If you said anything about KDB, I'm reporting the channel for terrorism. Got a question. Wow. Got a question, by the way. Trent versus 100 Scousers. Who wins? Trent ain't winning that one. Trust me on that. Trent ain't winning that one.
The way the world feels towards Trent at the moment, I don't even know if Trent could win in a one-on-one, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That'd be dicey thing at the moment.
Facts.
Let me read this first. Yeah, I can't.
Can't read that, bro.
No, I can't.
Can't read that.
H,
H gone
bro.
mad. H is gone mad.
Troy
H is
Kingston,
always mad.
Up the Arsenal. Scrubs, big up halftime hooked. Halftime hooked.
Cal, say that again.
Big up halftime hooked.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, he's gonna be one of the front runners of the abuse now, isn't it?
No.
I feel safe for Turkish, Igal, Hooks, Robbie.
Time.
Help me out, guys. Who else is gonna get Troops? Who else is gonna get the brunt?
All right, Hooks, don't beat me up, man. I didn't come up with that flipping now, bro. Oh my days.
Yeah, there's gonna be some people definitely getting the brunt of this.
The thing is, Hooks is very, very confident with his team, innit? But, bro,
confident they're gonna win it.
I know. He said, "Nah, let me not." Let me.
Oh
not,
yeah, Bav.
He's gonna call me. Hooks is gonna call me. He's trying to
Win the whole thing. He was so confident, bro.
He was. No, he was very confident. He was very confident. He was very confident.
He was so confident.
They said it wasn't over.
Oh man,
I think it's all over.
it is now.
It is now.
Oh, my days.
Big up Arsenal, man. They're forever giving us that entertainment that we crave, that we desire, that we need. Now, big up Arsenal, man. Nah, real talk, man. Real talk.
Oh,
Did Arsenal being in the semi-final, did you not feel like gravity was starting to leave Earth a little bit?
Yeah,
The
if
world
they
felt
won
weird, bro.
They wanted to win.
I know Hooks is saying as well. It's like the stars are aligning.
Yeah.
Brother.
Is that what he said?
Yeah. All I'm saying is the stars are aligning, yeah. The stars are aligning.
All that stars in your eyes, man. You bunch of pretenders.
Oh man.
Oh.
And tonight, Matthew, I'm gonna be a winner.
Oh man.
Man comes out, just the smoke happens, and then no one's clapping, bro. It's just like, oh, boo, boo.
Ask your Arsenal fan if they want to borrow my Liverpool shirt to feel like a winner for a summer.
Oh man.
Mr. Whoopsie says, someone get Kaiser a big bag of Horlicks, bro.
To put him to sleep for real.
Alright, Horlicks, bro. You drink Horlicks, you're sleeping a very good night.
Like, Thingy needs more than that, though. Simicast, bro.
Yeah, Simicast he just needs red wine, bro.
Nah, he needs some gummies. He needs some weed. He needs everything, bro.
Someone needs to get Trossard some vitamin D tablets because he is lacking sunlight, boy. That man looks like a zombie.
Oh man, boys! Before we wrap up, anything you want to say?
Somebody man says Simicast needs more. I've actually got a headache. Oh my days. I'll tell you, man said they're the best in the Champions League.
No, Matt, I got one for you. Imagine this. GTA is going to be released before Arsenal win a trophy.
No, 100%. It will be. It will be.
Crazy.
It will be.
That game's been in the making for how many years? It's been pushed back a year, Matt.
Yeah,
it's been
I
pushed
know.
back a year.
I know,
bro.
That game's been in the making for about 13 years, bro.
Arsenal 21 years without a major.
Oh man,
Multiplied by 10 plus 1. Arteta done.
They're gonna. All right, listen. They will never learn, boy.
Hold on. Say that again, Cal.
2 multiplied by 10 plus 1. Arteta is done.
You ain't never lying. You ain't never lying. You ain't lying. Boom, boom. You ain't never lying. 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 What's that, nigga?
Imran, you know what? Next time, bro, it's going to be difficult for me to get that one. I'll do it next time. And you lot can already tell that if Imran sent me the video, then it's going to be possible copyright. But
yeah, no, for real.
Now, before we leave you all go, guys, do smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. You're going to be redirected over to Luke Tanner's channel. We're going to be MMA.
No.
That album's been in the works for about 2 decades now, bro.
Oh man!
But finally, to all the Arsenal fans,
Jesus, man said Grand Theft Arsenal.
I'm going to give you guys a question, but I'm going to put the answer on the screen. How many years will it be since Arsenal have won a trophy?
Fuck it up.
Big up, everyone. Smash that like button if you haven't. Until we see you next time. Big up PSG. Big up. Big up Arsenal. Stay safe, stay blessed. We Kopish throughout.
Oh, fuck it up.
Big up.
Oh,
everyone.
the gift that keeps on giving.
Always.
Oh, man.
Smash that like button, people. Take it easy till we see you next time. Stay safe, stay blessed. Kopish throughout. Balala.
Love peeps.